In this video I will show you how to use an opacity for your object, for your shader. So for example here in this scene that we used on week 1 or 2, if you zoom on this grid here, you will see this object, okay, and actually this grid is a texture, okay. Normally if I check the geometry, which is here, this is just a plane, okay, and it's just a texture that we have creating this grid, okay. So if I check this texture is lattice v1, so I could use it. For example, I will create an object, just a simple plane. I will turn it, put it in front of us, scale it a bit. Okay, I will put this grid here. Okay, and I will search this shader called lattice or material. So lattice, it was this one. So you see, if I apply it now, we have this opacity. We have even the shadow. So it's pretty nice. It works very well. If you use a good texture, it looks very realistic. So now I will show you how to create your own. So it's pretty simple. I will go in material. I will create a new shader, new material, sorry. Okay. And here I will just apply a texture with a transparency. So I will change instead of, so first let me assign this material to this object. Okay, I will call it matte and glass because I have already downloaded the texture of dirty glass. Okay, so this texture is here. This is this one. So if I open it, here you can see this is this dirty texture with an alpha channel. Okay, so where this is dirty, the alpha is white. Where this is dark, where this is clean, sorry, is the alpha channel is black, so it will be fully transparent. So what I do, I select my shader here, material glass, and I assign this texture to my object. Okay, so here it's not what I want. I want to turn it like that. Okay, and here, as you can see, by default it will not use the transparency. Okay, it will make the object opaque. So it's very simple. When you have your material, here you have surface type, and again, to optimize the rendering, it don't propose by default all the possibilities that you have in Unity. It lock it to something simple, faster to render. So here we will say no, the surface type is transparent, and now you see we have this transparency immediately. Okay, the only problem that we have, the shadow is not transparent. So here we will have an option alpha clipping. So just to say that we use the alpha to do a clipping on the object. Okay, and that's all. So after, here you see it's very shiny. It's up to you. Here you have probably to put texture for the smoothness or the metallic to say that perhaps this is the opposite. It's shiny when you have the glass, and where there is a dirt, this is not shiny. Here, if I turn around, I don't see anymore my surface. Okay, it will display only one side. So for that, I just select my shader, and somewhere you have double-sided. Okay, so I activate it. So now I will have this window that you can put anywhere, okay, with this dirtiness. So it's really very simple. You just have to remember that here, of course, you need a texture with an alpha channel, or and here the surface type you change from transparent to opaque, to transparent, opaque, sorry, to transparent, sorry, and here double-sided you activate it if you want to see that from the two sides. Okay, and we can see a bit behind. Something else, that this is if you use a classic material, okay, so the lit material, If I click, you see this is a HDRP lit. If you want to use the shader graph, I will close this one. It's very simple. So let's do it. I will create here a shader graph, HDRP lit shader graph. I will call it SH glass. Okay, and I right click, create material and matte glass. So I already have a glass, so I will call it glass 2. Okay, so now I will assign this glass 2 to this object. Okay, and I will edit the shader graph. So why a shader graph? Because perhaps you want something a little bit more complex. Okay, and then how to have this alpha in the shader graph. It's very simple, it's here. Okay, so what I will do, I will use the same texture. So I will go in base color here, I will write texture something, but what I can do, I can also directly go here, drag and drop that here. Okay, and use this one for the base color. And here you have RGBA, RGBA. So here I will connect the A to the alpha. Okay, so here I will save it. So sometimes you need a bit of time to update this one. You see in the bottom it says compiling the shader. So here we don't have the transparency. Okay, let's see. So it's very simple. I just select this material here, and like what I did before, this material from opaque I change to transparent. So first time you need a bit of time when you change from opaque to transparent. And here same, you have the alpha clipping that you can activate. Where is it? Cannot find it, so perhaps I will have to go back to my shader. Yeah, I don't know why I don't see the alpha clipping here. So what I will do, I will just go here, and here I can also have the graph settings here. In the graph inspector, you will have some option, and like surface option, you can normally see the option, so transparent, alpha clipping. Okay, now I save. It don't do it, so here I have to say oh yeah, now it's here. I don't know why it was not here. Don't know if it's a bug or if I had to activate it first in the shader. Okay, so here we have exactly the same that before, but this time this is a shader that you can edit with your shady graph. Okay, thank you.